Khan, Shalom, all praises to Yahawah, Bashim, Yahawashi, Bashim, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect who is pushing his truth for sincerity. So we're going back to the whole situation concerning the train derailments. The government made multiple statements about how things are safe. It will not be hazardous in the way how many people might have think or thought, whatever they think. But this is what people experience. This is a statement: our skin is melting. Ohio residents report horrific side effects following the train wreck. So people experience things with their skin. They have breathing problems. So the residents of East Palestine, or Palestine, how you pronounce it, Ohio, are experiencing horrific side effects of the chemical attack, including some reports of skin literally melting. We just jump a little bit, man. Here you see the highly toxic chemicals inside the 5 rail cars were divided and burned as part of what officials called a controlled release. Yo, and I cannot even pronounce. I'm not even gonna try, man. When there's a difficulty with the pronouncing of certain names of the chemicals, you already should know what time it is, man. This is insane. Let's hear what she has to say.
How would you describe the smells, the sights, and how do you even sleep at night knowing you don't know what you're breathing in?
We don't sleep. It's been very hard. I'm scared. Like, is this chemical? Is this, we just don't know what this is. This could be flying through the air into our home.
The smell didn't come until a couple hours after when they were trying to put it out.
Do you feel like you're safe here?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I believe the water is safe, the air is safe, but the soil is not.
Why do you say that? Because
a lot of stuff got dumped on the ground and it's definitely contaminated.
How can one even believe that the air is safe and that the water, the drinking water is safe? That's insane. That is insane. That is insane. Insane in the membrane. Let's check this out.
I went down 170 Sunday and I took a breath in my lungs. I thought I was going to die. And then I come back Sunday to get her insulin. And I drive through a cloud on 170. I thought I was going to freaking die. And it stressed me enough I ended up in the hospital. They thought I was going to have a damn heart attack. So what did I do? That's what I was thinking. What did I do? What is everybody else doing?
Why are people getting sick? Not to get care around the water. Why?
How should us kids feel safe with the small marshal?
Come on! We got more questions!
Well, I don't know what to do about providing further assurance or... So, I understand we are doing all that can be done to look for the sources of potential contamination.
So representatives from Norfolk Southern, that's the company that operates the train that went through town in early February. They were scheduled to be there last night, but those officials pulled out at the last minute, we are told, citing fears that residents could become violent toward the company.
And that made a lot of the people there very angry that had been said about them when they just wanted to ask questions. So the other glaring absence was Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. The community wondering why he is missing in action. Well, here's what he had to say.
Yesterday was the first time I heard anything from the White House.
Lucas Tomlinson is live from East Palestine, Ohio. And
Wow.
Lucas, you have an update for us this morning?
I sure do, Dana. Good morning outside East Palestine High School and Middle School, where school that has been open since Monday, but site of that massive train derailment about 2 weeks ago in eastern Ohio near the border with Pennsylvania. As you mentioned, officials from Norfolk Southern Railway skipping the event last night over fears of their safety. Many of the residents here of 5,000 here in eastern Ohio of fear that toxic chemicals are still being released.
I wake up every day. I've been sick with my upper congestion. This morning I woke up with my eyes swelled.
My kids, we're just running in to grab something, and then we're going back to Grandma's house because they keep breaking out in rashes.
Kids do?
Yeah.
I work by the rail track, and I have experienced headaches and coughing.
I try not to go outside because every time I go outside, my throat gets scratchy.
Yo.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine told Martha McCallum the water here is safe to drink after tests came back negative, but he continued to encourage residents here to continue drinking bottled water and avoid the tap. Many residents say they're still scared.
You got every reason to be scared, man. The people share their experience, their testimony of what they experience, and on the other side you have the government talking about it is safe, don't worry. The water is tested, you can drink the tap. But yet they're also instructing you. The test came out, it is safe, but yet you get instructed not to drink. Which we by ourselves, we don't drink tap water at all, you know? But you got a lot of people that drink tap water, right? The government, man. Confusion and shared frustration with the government. I'm not gonna read the whole article, man. I'm just gonna jump a little bit through these articles. You know, bottled, labeled it. So let's go to this one. Pipe bomb found behind church near Philadelphia railroad tracks. So apparently there was a pipe bomb placed on this train rail. Let me see. With the unknown powder inside of it was recovered in Philadelphia's Holmberg, a section on Sunday. The police said the incident happened at the intersection of Blakistan Lane at Frankfurt Avenue just before 2 p.m., not far from a church. Black powder inside of it. The incident comes just days after 3 trains derailed in 3 different states. So very, very suspicious, strange things taking place over there. There's another thing that I noticed. Let's play this. Boom. This happened, I believe, a couple of days before all these trains derailed. So there's truly something sinister or diabolical taking place, man.
This is Dabu 7 with what I believe to be bombshell information that really is the icing on the cake when proving that someone knew that something was going to happen in East Palestine before it did. We now have proof. All these local farmers and residents coming forth and saying that they were approached by our government and its agencies a week before this derailment, and they were asked if they would wear these My ID emergency service surveillance bracelets, or these biometric trackers, so to speak, tracking your heart rate, your breathing, all of that. So these people just show up of all places on the planet a week before this goes down, like, oh, you might want to wear this monitor. Well, why? Why would anyone want to? Most people say they ignored it because they didn't expect anything to happen. Well, this is a dead giveaway that someone knew something big time was going to go down. When you show up the week before handing these things out, man, this is as obvious as it gets. And let's look at all the other supposed coincidences, which I don't believe in coincidences. The CDC just came out and updated their guidelines right before this happened. They updated its profile on vinyl chloride specifically, removing a section on how the chemical affects children. Then we come to find out that there's a movie, White Noise, that was shot and filmed in this exact town on this exact situation. You can't make it up. You talk about being telegraphed. I'm telling you right now, call it what you want. To me, this is the icing and the cherry on top. This digital ID is everything. This is where they're taking all this stuff globally. But to show up before this event and hand these things out. Come on. You've got to be ignorant not to see what's going on here. I'm going to leave links. I'm going to break this down further on the live stream, so make sure to join me Monday and Friday.
As you can see, man, so a lot of strange things happening. This is truly the mind, the diabolical mind of Esau being portrayed and being made bare all over the globe. People see, people notice what is taking place. People ask questions. Esau will continually run away and escape, trying to avoid confrontation. Let me see, bear with me. I want to show you this one as well. As all these trains have derailed, all these chemical hazardous chemicals have spread all over the ground, in the water. Fish is dying, birds dying, people experiencing melting of their skin, sore throats, headaches, you name it. They're expecting a storm to race right through that same region that has been smitten with this chemical. It's truly about to get insane in America.
So with all the train derailments going on right now, I wanted to pull up a picture. So I used Microsoft Paint. And yeah, I marked several spots because I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, so it's all kind of just in a specific area, like in the middle right there. All right, but then I got to watching something and I'm like, hold on. And so here in that same area, there's going to be a severe threat for a storm. 14 million at risk. Okay, but wait. The next slide that they showed, it says that there's going to be 32 million at risk. Okay? And is it coincidental that this storm just so happens to go through the same area as the train derailments? So now there's going to be storms picking up all of everything that's being released. Do you see where I'm going with this? So with all the train derailments going on.
So when you notice all these things taking place, you should already understand and know mass chaos and mass deleting of people is what is around the corner. The book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. The way how Esau is coming down upon the people in these last days, in these times, this man is showing you his horns, he's grievous, and he's about to delete people in huge numbers, man. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. When you go into the meaning of perilous,
Strong's G 5467. Chalepas. Chalepas.
hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage. This is Esau's diabolical mind executed on the earth. His diabolical scheme of causing chaos, steering, derailing trains, spreading all type of chemicals, causing people to be exposed onto something this hazardous, lying about the whole situation. John 8 and 44, let's get that. Lying about the true impact that it has on people, and convincing the people that it's not that bad, you can go outside. But when these people have their testimonies, they speak about what is taking place with them, with their children. The book of John chapter 8 verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father he will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. They don't stand for the truth. Because if they will have to tell the truth, mass hysteria will take place. People want to get evacuated. People will look with a certain eye towards the government. And like it said, 3 trains which have been reported derailed, chemicals spreading. The next thing that is going to take place is this storm raging completely through that region where all those chemicals are being spread. You had this thing. Let me see. Oh man, let's check this out. You have this. Millions of people are talking about chemtrails following Ohio train derailment. So when all this took place, you have the chemical war. This is insane. It seems people around the globe are waking up to the geoengineering project following the Ohio train derailment disaster earlier this week. People notice what is taking place. Look at all these chemtrails. This is a geo attack or geo warfare. You know, biological warfare. Look at this. Come on. Come on. Hey, people wake up, man. People see things. People notice. People report. People, and that's the plus, the benefit of social media. You know, you got people. People can also share things about what truly is taking place, what they question, what they think, and others reshare it. We cover all these things by the way of script. But as you see, it's all over the globe. Germany, all over the globe. Esau ain't sitting still. The diabolical destroyer is going all in, all in, all in. There's so many things taking place, man. There's so many things taking place, so much to cover, to report, to filter by the way of the script. So the devil is using all his tools to break down the mind of the people, you know, to make them docile, to attack them, their whole immune system, but also to manipulate and to steer the weather. Like, watch the movie Geostorm. The book of John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. They are murderers, and they are the biggest liars. They are murderers, and they are the biggest liars. The book of Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. It speaks about the time of the end. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book, which is talking about the elect. We're facing the most grievous time ever to occur upon this earth. So when you look at things like the earthquake in Turkey, when you look at what already is taking place over there in America with those train derailments, all those chemicals spreading, these are all examples of the great, horrific things that you're going to experience on this earth in these last days. And you got to understand that according to the Bible, a huge amount of people will be deleted by these things. The book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as the coming tokens, signs, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth, the people that dwell upon the earth, shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. This is taking place right now. You know, people are being exposed onto things. They lie about it. There are multiple ways with which people get it deleted. They're not even to start about the other way, because you cannot even speak about it. So I'm not going to do that. But we're living in very, very, very dangerous times, dark days, man. You know, so you better get right. Better get right with the Lord. Repent and get protection from the Most High, man. Because the devil is truly coming down with wrath upon the people, man. Shalom.